We received notification. Actually, I was out for dinner with some friends at their home on Laurier Drive, which is about a mile from Victory Street, and we got a call from the daughter of the people that we were having the supper with, and she lives on Victory Street, and started talking about the storm that was hitting Victory Street, and we were just receiving rain where we were at. So she indicated that the roof had been blown off of a house, so immediately we jumped in the car, we drove out there, took a look, and we got there simultaneous to the fire department getting there as well. Obviously, devastation in a small tract, but you try and envision how it might have happened in the event that it had gone up and down the street. The stretch that we were at, one house was, I considered to be completely destroyed, and other homes that are damaged, cars that were damaged, debris strewn about, and a lot of branches and trees that were uprooted. Damages to roofs. Our emergency personnel attended to the site, controlled the traffic in and out, and attended to the residents in the area. I thought they did an excellent job of making sure that the site was clear, that everybody was safe, and that they were directing everybody properly and in a respectful way too, because everybody was walking around like zombies and were basically thinking, how did this happen? And it's happening here in LaSalle. So with all that being said, I think when everybody got back to their senses, they realized that they had sort of dodged a bullet in relation to the funnel cloud. And then immediate concerns are brought forward on securing the area, making sure that they clear the debris away, that we turn off the power. Essex Power showed up, turned off the power, allowed everybody to function without the danger of electricity in the area, and we could allow everybody to come out of their houses if they wished. So at that point, the police and the fire departments were basically securing the area. Our public works crew showed up. They started clearing things away, and by midnight last night the power was back on and the road was clear. Island View Marina, on the other hand, I believe is still a mess, and there are still some property issues, of course. Private property where there's trees are down and there's damage, and the property owners are going to have to attend to that themselves, but we're assisting them where we can. We're allowing our building department to go on to properties, if requested, to determine if there's any safety issues with the house that might have been damaged. So the biggest problem we're having right now apparently is gawkers and media that are attending the site and clogging up the area and interfering with what's going on down there and trying to correct things. So we've had to send a police presence down there so that they can control traffic. The biggest concern, I guess, is how quickly it happened, that we received no notification. I am not going to point a finger to Environment Canada and say, why didn't you let us know? I'm not an expert at that. I don't know what technology is available. I don't know if it's a matter of them not having the equipment or whether or not it was impossible to forecast. I suspect that it happening that quickly, it happened. And, you know, the threatening weather, you know, they always tell you that the conditions are right for this type of occurrence, and I'm not sure we received that until after the event. I've had some inquiries this morning from residents in relation to the sirens that may be available, and I told them that sirens would only be helpful if we receive the information in a timely fashion. So prior to it occurring, we could have launched the sirens. Well, the sirens would have been 15 minutes after the actual touchdown, because that's when we received Environment Canada's notification that there were conditions for tornadoes. So that's something they're going to have to deal with. But on the other hand, there's a mass notification system that wasn't enacted. We had a reverse 911, which was not very effective, that has been since abandoned, and I believe they're looking at other alternatives that will be presented to County Council and the individual municipalities sometime in the future. But as of right now, that's where we stand, and we're fortunate, and thank God that everything that there was no injuries. That's the first thing you ask when you attend the site, and when you take a look at it, you're thinking, wow, we're pretty lucky we dodged a bullet.